everyone. Welcome back to Explore English Podcast, your favorite place to learn real, useful English through natural, everyday conversations. I am Hina.
And I am Sam. And Hina, I have a question for you.
Already?
Yes, already. It is January, New Year. Everyone is talking about goals and resolutions and best year ever. Did you make any resolutions this year?
I did, actually.
Interesting. How many of last year's resolutions did you keep?
That is not relevant.
It feels very relevant.
I am choosing to move forward.
As one does.
Yes, but Sam, in my defense, I think most people struggle with resolutions not because they are lazy, but because nobody teaches them how to actually follow through.
That is true. Everyone starts January with this huge energy, gym every day, read 20 books, sleep 8 hours, drink 3 liters of water, learn a new language.
Comfortable classics deserve respect.
They do, but the goal deserved a chance too.
Fair point. So what actually goes wrong?
I think the problem is that most people set goals, but they do not set a direction. They say, I want to get fit, but they do not ask why or how or what that actually looks like on a Tuesday morning when they do not want to get out of bed.
Yes, the goal sounds exciting in December, but the Tuesday morning version of you is a completely different person.
Tuesday morning, you has opinions.
Very strong opinions.
And Tuesday morning, you always wins unless you have built something stronger than motivation.
Which brings us to today's topic.
Yes, today we are talking about how to make 2026 your best year. Not with a list of tips you will forget by next week, but with a real honest conversation about what actually works and what does not.
And this is also a beautiful English learning opportunity because we are going to use a lot of really useful vocabulary around goals, habits, progress, and mindset.
So by the end of this episode, you will have better language for talking about your own plans and ambitions than just saying, I want to do better this year.
Which is a sentence doing very little work.
Very little. Almost nothing, actually.
All right, let us begin properly. Hina, when you think about making a year genuinely better, what do you think is the first thing most people get wrong?
I think the first thing people get wrong is confusing a wish with an intention. Most resolutions are wishes. I wish I was healthier. I wish I read more. I wish I saved money.
And wishes feel nice, but they do not move.
Exactly. An intention is different. An intention has direction. It says, I am going to do this specific thing at this specific time, and here is why it matters to me.
So the difference between a wish and an intention is basically the difference between I want to exercise more and I will go for a 30-minute walk every morning before work because I want more energy.
Yes. One is floating, the other is grounded.
And grounded is such a good word here because a grounded goal feels real. It has weight. It has a place in your actual life, not just in your imagination.
Right. And when something is grounded, it is much harder for Tuesday morning you to argue with it.
Tuesday morning you can argue with a wish very easily, but a grounded intention is harder to escape.
Yes, because it is connected to something real, a real reason, a real time, a real version of your life.
And I think that connection to a real reason is everything. Because without a strong enough why, most goals collapse the first time something goes wrong.
Yes, and something always goes wrong.
Always. Life does not care about your January energy.
Not even slightly.
So the why has to be honest, not impressive, not Instagram worthy, just honest.
Yes.
I want to get healthier because I feel tired all the time and I want to feel better in my own body. That is honest. That is strong. That will carry you farther than I want to look good for summer.
Although, looking good for summer is also a perfectly valid reason.
It really is. We are not judging motivations here.
No judgment. All reasons welcome.
But the honest ones tend to last longer.
They do. And once you have an honest why, the next piece is building something that actually fits into your real life. Not your ideal life, your real life.
Yes. And this is where most advice fails people. Because most advice assumes you have unlimited time, unlimited energy, and perfect conditions.
And real life is never that. Real life has work and family and exhaustion and unexpected things that appear from nowhere.
Right. So the question is not, how do I build the perfect routine? The question is, what is the smallest version of this habit that I can actually do on my worst day?
That is such a smart way to think about it. The worst day version.
Yes, because if your goal only survives on good days, it is not really a habit yet. It is just something you do when conditions are ideal.
And conditions are rarely ideal.
Rarely. So if your goal is to read more, the worst day version might be just 5 pages before bed. Not 30, not a chapter, just 5 pages.
And 5 pages every single day is still over 1,800 pages a year.
Which is more than most people read.
Significantly more. And this is the thing about small, consistent actions. They feel almost embarrassingly small in the moment, but they add up to something genuinely significant over time.
Yes. And there is a word for this kind of slow, reliable progress. Momentum.
Right. And momentum means a force that keeps something moving forward. Once you have it, it becomes easier to continue than to stop.
Yes. The first week of a new habit is the hardest because there is no momentum yet. You are starting from zero. Everything feels effortful.
But after 2 weeks, after 3 weeks, the habit starts carrying itself a little.
It gets lighter. Not easy necessarily, but lighter.
And lighter is enough. Lighter means you can keep going.
Exactly. And keeping going is the whole game. Not perfection, not speed, just not stopping.
Yes. And this connects to something I think is really important for 2026 specifically. The idea of recovery.
Recovery?
Yes. Because one of the biggest reasons people abandon their goals is not because they missed a day. It is because they missed a day and then told themselves the whole thing was ruined.
The all or nothing trap.
Yes. Missing one day does not ruin anything. Missing one day and then deciding to quit because of it ruins everything.
Right. One missed gym session is nothing. One missed gym session followed by, I have already failed, so why bother, is how 6 months of progress disappears in a weekend.
So, recovery means the ability to miss a day and come back the next day without drama.
Yes, without punishing yourself, without the big speech about how you always do this. Just come back, quietly, without making it a story.
Just come back.
That is it. Just come back.
I think that is genuinely one of the most useful things anyone can hear at the start of a new year.
It really is, because most people are not failing because they lack discipline. They are failing because they are too hard on themselves when they slip. And that harshness pushes them away from the very thing they were trying to build.
Yes. Self-compassion is not weakness. In the context of goals, it is actually strategy.
Exactly. The person who recovers fast goes further than the person who never slips but collapses completely the first time they do.
Always. And I think this year, more than ever,
People need to hear that progress does not have to look impressive to be real.
Yes, progress can be quiet. Progress can be slow. Progress can look like just a tiny bit better than last week.
And tiny bit better than last week? Every week is transformation over a year.
Yes, and that is a more honest and more hopeful version of a best year than the dramatic January version that most people imagine.
The dramatic January version never survives contact with real life anyway.
It never does.
So our version of a best year is quieter, more honest, more durable.
And more achievable, which is the whole point.
Yes, the whole point is to actually do it, not just to plan it beautifully.
Planning beautifully is its own trap, actually.
Oh, completely. Some people spend so much time organizing their goals that the organization becomes the activity instead of the goal itself.
The perfectly color-coded planner that contains no actual action.
A masterpiece of preparation,
Stunning, completely useless.
but very satisfying in the moment.
Deeply satisfying. And then January ends,
And the planner goes on the shelf,
next to last year's planner.
and the one from 2024.
All beautiful, all untouched after week 2.
So the lesson is plan enough to start, not plan enough to feel like you have already arrived.
Yes. Start messy if you have to. A messy start that actually begins is worth more than a perfect plan that stays in your head.
Always. Every time.
And with that, I think we have said something genuinely useful today.
I think we have. And now, let us slow things down a little and move into our word tour.
Yes, we used some really useful words in today's conversation. Let us go through them together in a calm, simple way.
And as always, listen first and then repeat with us.
All right, our first word from today, intention.
An intention is a clear decision to do something. It is stronger than a wish because it has direction and purpose. For example, she set a clear intention to wake up earlier every morning. Or his intention was not just to save money, but to understand where it was going first.
Repeat, intention.
Intention. Next, grounded.
If something is grounded, it means it is realistic, stable, and connected to real life, not floating or imaginary. For example, her goals felt grounded because they fit into her actual daily routine. Or he gave grounded advice that people could actually follow.
Repeat. Grounded.
Grounded. Next, momentum.
Momentum means a force or energy that keeps something moving forward. Once you build it, it becomes easier to continue than to stop. For example, after 3 weeks of daily practice, she started to feel real momentum. Or the team lost momentum after 2 difficult weeks and had to rebuild slowly.
Repeat. Momentum.
Momentum. Next, recovery.
Recovery here means the ability to return to something after a setback or a missed day. It is about coming back without drama. For example, the key to long-term progress is fast recovery, not perfect consistency. Or he missed a week, but his recovery was quick and he was back on track by Monday.
Self-compassion. And those were your words for today. All of them directly useful for talking about goals, habits, and progress in real English conversations.
So now you have real language to talk about your 2026 plans. Not just, I want to do better, but I am setting a clear intention. I am building momentum. I am practicing recovery.
That already sounds like a different person.
A more interesting person.
And a more honest one.
Yes. So tell us in the comments, what is one real intention you have for 2026? Not a wish, a real intention with a why behind it.
We read every comment. We want to hear yours specifically.
And if today's episode helped you, please subscribe so you never miss a new episode.
Give us a like and share this with someone who needs to hear this at the start of their year.
See you tomorrow with a brand new episode.
And if there is a topic you want us to cover in our next video, tell us in the comments right now. We will make an episode just for you.
Until tomorrow,
Keep speaking, keep growing, and be kind to yourself when things get hard.
Especially on Tuesday mornings.
especially then.
Goodbye, everyone.
See you tomorrow.